Join the Discord.
Yo YouTube, back with another video. Today we will be reacting to what's the most what's the most expensive thing ever, bro. Y'all know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit, and let's do it.
Every single day for your entire life, you still wouldn't come close to affording the most expensive thing ever. But to find out what that is, we'll be going on a journey through the most valuable things in existence.
Okay, ooh, I'm glad he showed this. I think, alright, for me, what I think is the most expensive thing in this world is probably, it's between either art, it's gotta be an art piece, like some old historical shit. Or like antimatter. Yeah, it gotta be some chemical. Between like a chemical or some historical shit. I'm trying to think, like, I would think some high-tech shit, but nah, I think it's gonna be some historical. I'm not spending any money for art piece, but there's people out there that did spend crazy money for art pieces. Yeah, what's your favorite art piece? What's your favorite art piece? Is this Neuralink? This is like Neuralink.
Starting with you. The raw ingredients needed to make a human cost only $152,000. But if that's out of budget, you could just boil down a pig, because
wait, what?
Cost only $152,000. The raw ingredients needed to make a human cost $152,000. But if that's out of budget, you could just boil down a pig, because chemically you're pretty much the same, they're just slightly tastier. But since you're already fully assembled, the government officially values you at $14.2 million. And they're lowballing you, because if someone hypothetically harvested all your organs, they could make $45 million. You're pretty expensive, but to buy—
He said that shit like, why did he make it sound like he was gonna say something motivational? Like I thought he was gonna be like, you're worth more than money. The nigga said, nope, you're worth 45 mil. Hold up, how much were we worth before? Hold up.
At $14.2 million. And they're lowballing you, because if someone hypothetically harvested all your organs, they could make 40.
Is this true, bro? Holy. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Would y'all ever sell an organ, bro? Be honest. Like, if things got real bad in life, do y'all think y'all would ever sell an organ? To be fair, people buy art, prices for the money is like, no, I'm doing kidney on my life. Glory brain works. All right, eat it, bro. Watch your mouth, bro. I'm selling my liver, kidneys. How much did he say it was? Let me see. Bro, you got 2 kidneys, though. You can't sell a liver, bro. I think like, if you sell just your liver, you're cooked, bro. Some shit. I don't know. Can't sell. What can you sell and survive? What the fuck? How's one eyeball don't cost nothing? And this can't be right. Just donate your plasma. I sell a lung if I could. Y'all are crazy, bro.
$5 million. You're pretty expensive. But to find the most expensive thing ever, we need to look at much costlier items. With the next being a well-known painting that became famous for all the wrong reasons. It's 1503 in Italy. A rich silk merchant goes up to a painter.
What you mean you're gonna look it up after? Nigga, like, I was gonna show y'all, not just for myself. But watch. Well, nigga. My bad. I didn't mean to hurt all y'all. It was just for him. It was just for him.
Says, could you make me a painting of my wife? Sure. Give me like 2 weeks. Leonardo da Vinci never fully finished that painting, but he—
Fuck you mean he didn't finish it? 16 years and he didn't finish that bit? Holy. Bruh, it's a lot of theories about Shawty. I heard this was like not even a Shawty, it was a man. It's a lot of shit. He must have had a crush on her or something. Or him, whichever.
Actually sold it right before he died to the King of France, and it stayed in the bedrooms of powerful guys until ending up at a museum, where no one cared. Until—
Yeah, they say it was based off of— No, wrong painting. It was a painting of some guy who— it was another painting, bro. I just can't think of it. We gotta go down like one of them theory rabbit holes. It was some shit Da Vinci was going. Bruh, to take 16 years out to paint a Shawty is crazy though. I don't know. I don't care. You could be dedicated to your craft, but that's a little OD, bro. For one Shawty.
It got stolen, then found, then to museum, where no one cared. Until it got stolen, then found, then taken on a PR campaign, and now this 30-inch plank of wood smeared with colored oil is valued at $1 billion. But nature's greatest work of art was found.
Bro, you know what I heard though? Nobody got. They said also, bro. I might be wrong though, but they said they don't got the real one. Like they put a fake out for people to see, for wherever they got it at. Wait, what y'all saying? 16 years, would she even look the same? Nah, facts. I don't even know how you would remember that bit. The real one is in a vault. There's a lot of shit behind that one painting, bro. That's crazy, bro.
Complete accident. Sir Thomas Major Cullinan dug a hole in the ground and filled it with Africans to mine rocks for him. And in 19...
He did what? You gotta pay attention.
Nature's greatest work of art was found by complete accident. Sir Thomas Major Cullinan dug a hole in the ground and filled it with Africans to mine rocks.
Hold up. My bad. I gotta scan this nigga too. Pause. Yeah, it sounds about right. Sounds about right.
Sir Thomas Major Cullinan dug a hole in the ground and filled it with Africans to mine rocks for him. And in 1905, a diamond was found. And it happened to be the biggest diamond ever. Completely colorless, zero imperfections, the most chemically perfect rock produced by the planet. And the guy who found it was this guy, the mine's manager. He was just going for a stroll when he randomly saw it in the wall, and he got a nice check for it. Then the rock got cut up and shipped in a literal postal box to more white people. The total value of this rock is estimated at $2 billion.
Bro, you see this, bro? And this is why I tell y'all, bro, being a hard worker does not mean shit. Don't get it wrong. Like, you gotta want to put a lot of drive behind what it is you want to do in life. But just like he just showed you, bro, that lady, this is one of the queens. She probably hasn't touched a fucking piece of dirt a day in her life, and she just was happy to get a diamond. You get what I'm saying? Like, she didn't put in no work. Them niggas like did work that was worth way more. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's sad, bro. Like, they did, and it's like modern day is the same thing, bro. You'll bust your ass somewhere for a nigga that like is not moving a muscle, and he owns a whole company or whatever. Like, and it was only passed down because he is related or something. That's why it's sad, bro. This world is sad, bro. Exactly. That's why you gotta hire people that work for low pay and do nothing at all. That is the way. That is the way. It's actually kind of fucked up.
More white people. The total value of this rock is estimated at $2 billion, making it the most expensive luxury item ever thanks to its rarity and prestige. But the most expensive land ever is something you would never expect.
Okay,
France.
So we went from 1 bill, 2 bill. So the shit gotta be in the trillions. In the quillions? In the quillions?
Owned all this land in 1803, and the United States wanted a little piece of it. So they went over to France with $10 million and said, "Can we buy a little piece of your land?" France's leader and conqueror of Europe, Napoleon, was like, "How about you pay me $15 million for the whole thing?" Yes? The Louisiana Purchase doubled the size of the United States at the cost of 4 cents per acre. This land today is worth thousands per acre, making it widely considered the single greatest land purchase in history, as long as you don't ask the people originally living there. But the Louisiana Purchase wasn't the most expensive in history. There was a piece of land that cost way more than the entire American Midwest, and it's this. This plot of land with a parking lot that cost $3 billion. Why did this parking lot cost more than a fifth of the United States? Well, back then, the Louisiana Purchase was a gamble on an uncharted frontier. This modern-day plot of land in the center of one of the most valuable financial districts on Earth, where the government artificially restricts the land supply, was just a much safer investment.
Wait, what? Most expensive plot of land become France don't fuck. That's light cash. I'm trying to figure out what. I'm gonna let him keep talking.
Land is valued for its potential, but the houses we put on top of the land are somehow even more expensive. In 2019, a finance guy.
What's so special about the land? I'm lost. He kind of said a lot of shit. Hold up.
Financial districts on Earth where the government artificially restricts the land supply was just a much safer investment. Land is valued for its potential, but the houses we put on top of the land are somehow even more expensive. In 2019, a finance guy spent $240 million on a high-altitude hollow brick in New York City that he doesn't even live in. Actually, all of these buildings are half empty, because the rich people buying them are just treating them as investments. If they actually needed a place to stay, they would just do what the richest guy in India did and spend $2 billion erecting their own personal monument that has a dark secret. This is Antilia, the most expensive private residence in the world, valued today at $4.6 billion.
God damn, bro. Holy, bro. And where did he say the nigga from, bro? It's a lot of shit going on. Bro, but this is what I was gonna say, bro. Bro, I just seen somebody climb this. Wasn't this the thing? It was some shit on Netflix where I saw a man climb the whole skyscraper. Like, he literally climbed it with no harness or nothing, and they put it on Netflix, I think. Bro, it's crazy because everyone around him lives in the slum. Yeah, that's how India is. Well, from what I've seen, I don't know.
Finance guy spent $240 million on a high-altitude hollow brick in New York City that he doesn't even live in. Actually, all of these buildings are half empty, because the rich people buying them are just treating them as investments. If they actually needed a place to stay, they would just do what the richest guy in India did and spend $2 billion erecting their own personal monument that has a dark secret. This is Antilia, the most expensive private residence in the world, valued today at $4.6 billion. It has a 168-car garage, 3 helipads, a snow room, and the entire thing was built on an orphanage. And if you're wondering where the orphans went, the house also has...
Did he not say... I heard erecting too, and I was trying to like... Wait, is erecting just bad? I don't even think that's a bad freak word. I think people would associate that with that freakiness. But I think erecting is not that bad. It's not that bad. Like I'm erecting. I'm erecting. Nah. It's still freaky.
Servants. There are investments, there are status symbols, but the most expensive house ever is the hardest to truly value. Its purchase price? £21,000 in 1760 value. Status symbols, but the most expensive house ever is the hardest to truly value. Its purchase price? £21,000 in 1761. When King George III bought Buckingham House, it was just a little shack for him to store his wife. But after a few hundred years of renovations and millions in state funding, it became a 775-room palace. Its value is estimated at £4.9 billion, but this is just a guess based on its prime location and historical significance. To find something more valuable than any house, we just need to scale up to the most impressive.
Which fucking spot was worth the most? He just showed us like 4 rich buildings. Which was the most? It was that last one. Am I tripping? London. That's what I'm thinking. But he just showed us like 4. Like, I don't know. I guess he was just trying to show us all the land.
And disastrous structures in the world. Mega projects.
Okay, I can see that. But I think, bro, you know my take? Well, I don't know if I should say it. But between like the pyramids and shit, I think they've done something. Nah, I'm not gonna say that. But I do think there is a lot of shit that they done discovered down there that has helped advance what we got going on today. That's all I'm gonna say. Fuck you, Fly to Mars, Glory. What? The 7 wonders of the world? Oh yeah, that's a good one too. Say it, bro. I think I did. I just did. You're saying ancient Egyptians had advanced technology. Yes. I don't think that's crazy.
The U.S. interstate highway system is the most expensive mega project in history, costing an inflation-adjusted $634 billion. But it was worth it. For every $1 of that cost, it's returned $6 in economic output. This project had a clear problem, a clear plan, and a clear result. Pretty straightforward. In 2021, Saudi Arabia started building a 110-mile line-shaped city made out of Empire State Building tall glass mirrors. It was supposed to cost $500 billion and be done by 2030. But now the date is maybe 2080, and the cost is maybe $8.8 trillion. The line will be the most expensive mega project ever.
That shit like on some, what's the movie? But what's that movie where it was like, all the rich, handsome, whatever people lived in this society, and everybody outside was supposed to be like outcast, like ugly, or it was one movie about being ugly, but it was another movie about, I think it was like, I forget who was the shit. I'm gonna be dead by then. So yeah, Uglies was the one, but then there was another one. I'm trying to think, was it fucking Maze Runner or some shit? I don't know. It was one of them, like Maze Runner, Divergent, one of them shits.
If it actually gets built. If. 45 Mount Everests above all of this is the International Space Station, the most expensive single object ever built by humans. But its cost is the least impressive thing about it. See, legendary mega projects like the pyramids represent what one civilization could do. The ISS represents what every civilization together could do. It took hundreds of thousands of experts from all over the world to manufacture parts that fit together perfectly when assembled in an empty void that would kill a human in 90 seconds. This is the greatest masterpiece ever built by humans, and it shows what can be accomplished when the world comes together. But it's way more costly.
Ain't gonna lie. Of course, like nukes and shit cost more. Destruction, chaos. Hold up. This shit look like some Star Wars shit. Crazy.
Humans, and it shows what can be accomplished when the world comes together. But it's way more costly when the world comes apart. War is pretty expensive. The American Civil War cost so much that to fund it, the government had to invent paper money and the federal income tax. God damn it! World War I cost so much that Germany was still paying it off until 2010, and World War II was the most expensive conflict in history. The full global cost of this war has never been calculated, but it involved every major power devoting a majority of their entire economy to destruction. By the end of
I watched a vid, I forget when, but it was a vid that broke down like the whole money system when shit goes, like when we start getting into war and stuff like that, the funding and how it affects us. It's like, that shit is bad, bro. Like, that shit is bad, bro. But it's so crazy though, cause sometimes you be thinking like, at the same time, you do need your military and everything built up strong and shit like that. But I don't know, the amount of money that they put into that shit is just like crazy for like destruction and shit. Bro, Germany's economy was so cheats after World War One. But I believe it, bro. Yeah, war is just hell, bro. You know, I watched the other day, bro. I watched The Lone Walk. The Lone Walk. I never wanted to watch it, but somebody I'm cool with put me on to it, made me watch it. The movie was actually pretty well done. It made me really think about like what's the shit? The one world government shit.
Or 70 million were dead, a majority being civilians, and most of the involved countries were in shambles. Military spending as a percentage of GDP has never come close to World War II levels since, and if it ever does, we probably won't be aware. War.
I'm stupid. I said one world government. I meant martial law. I just came to my mind. What do you say?
2 levels since, and if it ever does, we probably won't be aware. War is pretty expensive. World War II military spending was 25 trillion in today's dollars, but the cost of its destruction is unknown. All the things in this video have value for different reasons, but the most expensive thing ever is the most unusual.
Alright, okay. Who said it? Somebody said energy or some shit. Yeah, that's one world government. Oh, it is? Yeah, I think what he finna say is something like, what are we thinking? Atoms? Some antimatter, some shit like that. Yeah, you might be right.
Every single particle has an antiparticle with an
Damn, this nigga knows something. This nigga Adrian knows something.
opposite charge. When they touch, they annihilate and release energy. A single gram of antimatter could release more energy than 3 Hiroshima bombs. Bananas. Every 75 minutes, an atom in a banana decays, producing one single particle of antimatter. But the particle is so small that if you had one banana for every human that has ever existed, you would have to wait 97 times the age of the universe to produce 1 gram of antimatter. But that still wouldn't work, because the banana antimatter particles only exist for 125 picoseconds, which is 1 billionth of a blink. The only way to make a meaningful amount of antimatter is by firing tiny particles at almost the speed of light into a metal rod, then catching the debris in a vacuum. There's currently only one facility that does this, and in its entire existence, it's made less than 10 billionths of a gram of antimatter, which would make enough energy to power a light bulb for 4 hours. Antimatter could be the most efficient energy source ever, and studying it could answer questions about how the universe was
damn, all this for that little shit, bro. Look at the whole shit. Hold up.
and in its entire existence.
Holy, bro, this is like back then. Y'all know how everybody said, "Ooh, I want to be a scientist. I would love to be a scientist and work on shit." You know what I'm saying? You would laugh and joke about rocket ships and stuff like that until you saw them NASA niggas working on machines like this. This shit was what made me realize I was like, fuck no. I remember when I went on a field trip, I forget where I was, and I saw some shit like this. I just said, I think it was NASA. It was like some NASA shit. I don't know. Antimatter weapons finna go crazy. I don't think, the nigga just said it's hard to build. Being a scientist sound cool as fuck. Not smart enough for that though. Yeah. Like this looks like even if you good, bro, this shit like your brain would just, I don't know, just give out.
It's made less than 10 billionths of a gram of antimatter.
Dax leaks worth more than antimatter.
Make enough energy to power a light bulb for 4 hours. Antimatter could be the most efficient energy source ever, and studying it could answer questions about how the universe was formed. But it's so difficult to make that NASA estimates 1 gram would cost 62.5 trillion. But if we ever somehow managed to get a gram of antimatter, wouldn't the most expensive thing be whoever owns the antimatter? Which would probably be a country, maybe the United States, which is already worth 180 trillion. But then, the Earth is worth 5 quadrillion. And now that we're in space—
They got a price on the Earth? Holy. Wait, you tell me if I had 5 quadrillion, I can buy the Earth? We dead ass? Is this real? Wait a minute. Who do I go to buy the Earth? That's crazy. They put a price on the Earth. Like, who? I'm dead ass. If say I had that money, I go to somebody and they would, I'm gonna take out a loan to buy the Earth. That is fucking wild. I used to think that sound like a joke. They just putting a price for the fun of it. Fuck ass. Like that's dead ass real. No one buying that shit. Then nigga made Earth sound like it was trash. Wait, so who owns the Earth? That's a great question. That's a great question. Nah, but you gotta think, who are you getting the rights from? This is fascinating. I'm not gonna lie. Who are you going to? Abraxas. Who the fuck is Abraxas? I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. That shit's funny to me. I don't know. Like, I go to somebody and I gave them a check and then they write it off and be like, he owns the Earth. Who the fuck is niggas gonna respect you? I don't know. Like, would niggas, aren't you like the president of the world now? Technically, right? They putting a price because we run on money, so they hypothetically putting a price on the Earth as we humans run on currency.
There are asteroids floating around with quintillions worth of gold and platinum, and the sun is made of gas worth 30 nonillion. The universe is filled—
Where is he getting these numbers, bro? The sun has a price, bro? Who the fuck is buying the sun? How the fuck do you buy the sun? You can't even do nothing with it. What are you saying? Is this real?
Sun is made of gas worth 30 nonillion.
And it's probably true, bro. What would I use the sun for? I'm buying the moon and turn it into a theme park. It's the value, bro. But no, like, who determines? Who is out here saying, no, that's fucking 30 nonillion? Who can say that? Who is out here being able to do that? That is fucking crazy. Nigga, he don't even own the sun. You can't, it's fucking me. I'm not gonna get too deep into it. But it's bad. Just add up the estimated amount of chemicals in it. I guess, bro. I guess.
The universe is filled with an infinite amount of wealth, all of which we got for free.
See? I like how he ended that. That was nice. That was nice, Jack Pockets. He knew a little. He knew his thing. Hopefully I do research later, which I probably won't do. But if I do it, I want to check if this is real, like true. But yeah, that was fire. Makes me want to kiss. All right. For the YouTube, y'all know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit. And I'll see y'all in the next one.